backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Fells has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, Mayfield. Finding Fells complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Back to Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he is all the way up past the 25. Johnson was the intended receiver. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Love. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 35 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. And before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here. Now a toss coming right side. That's Hines. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Detroit!
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 5. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Gone!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, Mayfield again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. A try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Luck now to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Here's Luck now on second down. Caught left side by Hilton. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Here's Luck. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, it's Luck. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to sling this deep down, and Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They go to Johnson again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now. Blue landed! Blue landed!
A give. This is Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Locke. And that's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Landry. And some strong running. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off. Beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Long. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snap it to Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. So, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. 63 yards, and the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Detroit!
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this 2nd half. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. That's strong running. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Lock. He's got his man on the crossing route. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd and long, it's Lock. Flushed out right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing is Lock. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stopped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
2nd down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Back 99, Philly, here we go.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
4th down, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a great return as they're finally able to... Take him down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Hey, easy. Check out.
Luck now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Done. T right. Right. Done.
Now Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Luck. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, 69 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now a toss coming right side. That's Hines. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 62 yards. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Detroit!
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A gain of 32 that time. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Luck. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now it's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one.